All right. We are going live. Everybody come join. Anyways, all right, you guys. In this video, let's see, let's make sure my microphone is plugged in. Okay, that's not important. Okay. So, I was actually looking at some Amazon clothes. You guys think I look good in this suave Chinese jacket? I've always been a fan of that Bruce Lee style. I think I would look good in that. I think I'm about to buy myself that for a Christmas present with all my crypto gains. I mean, $40, that's big spending. Woo! All right, you guys. So, first of all here, let's go over what I said in my last crypto video, which was Luke's 2013, or 2017, I should say, crypto picks. So let's go ahead and do that. So if you haven't seen that video, I would go watch that video for sure. That was kind of like an end of the year. I will make an end of the year prediction video. Maybe I'll have time tomorrow. That's a possibility. I think I might do that tomorrow. That'd be fun. So that's right here. That's Luke's Holiday 2017, Spring 2018 crypto picks. I can tell you that people are coming out from the woodworks all over the place telling me how much money they've made with my recommendations. Although keep in mind, it's not hard right now in crypto world, simply because it doesn't really matter too much what you throw money at right now. It's mooning. Okay, the whole sort of the whole market cap, the whole sector is going crazy right now. So, all right. So let's go over to Bitcoin here. Bitcoin looks like it's building pressure again at that $18,000 price. I personally think that Bitcoin's getting ready for another end of the year run here, and it'll probably try to head towards 25. All right, I think it'll probably be around 25K at the end of the year, unless it really crashes, which is always a possibility. You guys, I want to keep you guys in mind. Prepared for the worst. Bitcoin could crash all the way down to $7,000 range, I think. Is it likely at this point? No. I think it's probably going to go to around 25K at the end of the year. Ethereum, I think Ethereum's time to go to 1,000 is very soon. I think Ethereum will be $1,000 by the end of the year. Bitcoin Cash, again, I don't really watch that one, although it's not a bad idea if you're buying Bitcoin to buy Bitcoin Cash as well. Bitcoin Cash does have excellent utility value. If you want to learn more about Bitcoin versus Bitcoin Cash, look into it. Basically, Bitcoin Cash has bigger blocks, and a part of the community decided to fork off of Bitcoin with bigger blocks. Okay, so bigger blocks have their pros and cons. There's less decentralization, so it's not quite as secure as Bitcoin, but it has more space at the same time. So you can send transactions for cheaper in Bitcoin Cash. Ripple, we don't like Ripple. That's the bank coin. Stay away from that one. Litecoin, which was my #1 pick for the next 6 months from that video that I made, is up about 300% or more than that since I made that video. So if you got into Litecoin, like I said you should, congratulations, you've more than tripled your money. Don't expect that to happen every time you get in. Congratulations on timing it right, and I wouldn't sell here unless you're a day trader and you're trying to sell it, because it went to 420. If you're trying to sell at 420, buy back in at this price point or cheaper, you already completed that flip, go ahead. I don't day trade. I just buy and hold for at least 3 to 6 months. I'll be holding Litecoin for at least the next 3 months, probably 6 months. But in 3 months, I'll kind of look at everything, and I might sell some Litecoin in 3 months for some Veritasium or something like that, but not right now. Okay, IOTA, I would stay away from that one right now. It already had its moonshot. If you're trying to chase it now, I would stay away. It does have interesting tech, but I don't trust it. Okay, IOTA is not very used right now. It's basically just speculation. Dash is a relatively good coin, similar to Litecoin in some ways, but I like Litecoin a lot more, so I would buy Litecoin. And then not sure what Cardano is, not sure what Neem is. Monero is basically just a privacy coin. EOS is a pretty good buy. Monero is also a good buy. Don't know enough about these two. Bitcoin Gold I would stay away from. That's a Bitcoin fork with basically no development team or anything. Neo is another good buy. Neo is basically Ethereum in Asia. Okay, I think they're a good buy. And look at Populous, you guys. This sounds crazy, and I've been telling everyone to buy Populous. You saw in my video how that I made that Populous was one of my top 4 picks. I don't know how much Populous has gone up since I made that video that I showed you guys, but Populous was $2.50 about 50 days ago. So in 50 days, less than 2 months, about a month and a half, it's gone from $2.50 to about $50. Absolutely insane. Okay, Amici Go, great buy even at these levels. Up 18% today, another great pick. BitConnect, that's a complete scam. Okay, so none of these up here are scams, right? Like I don't know what Stellar is, so I don't really invest in it. I don't know if it's good tech or if it has a use case, right? So I don't buy Stellar, right? But it's not a scam. They just might fail and might have no use case. BitConnect is literally just a Ponzi scheme and a scam. Okay, so it's important that you know that. Going down here, Veritasium. Out of my top picks in that video, Veritasium is probably the most undervalued, unless you're going to do a shorter term trade. So I mean like undervalued more than any of the other 3 that I recommended in that video, Litecoin, Populous, or Misigo. They are all, I would say, overbought compared to Veritasium at this time. But Populous, is coming out. Their beta is coming out soon, and their whole product's coming out. I think like by end of February. And so if you bought Veritasium now or the last couple of weeks, and then at the end of February when it had its like super moonshot from the platform being great, you could sell that into Veritasium, do something like that. But I'm just saying, from now on, I would say the Veritasium is most undervalued, unless you're gonna, buy something else because you think it's gonna appreciate more short term. Okay. But when I'm talking about it's more undervalued, I mean it's more undervalued longer term. So if you're looking like a year or 6 months, I think Veritasium will outperform basically anything. Okay. Okay. Vertcoin is also a good buy. Okay, so let's go over to Drudge Report. Let's go over the news here. Tax bill vote Tuesday. Details. Okay, so this is basically just the Republicans trying to get through a tax bill. It's not a perfect tax bill. I mean, I have views such as that we should be going to a flat tax, flat sales tax. So the income tax is actually unconstitutional, just like many things in our nation at this time. And the simplest way, in my opinion, to tax the people to fund government is through a sales tax, a flat sales tax. So how that works is instead of paying income tax at the end of the year, like we do now, or paying all these different taxes like property tax, everything gets put on sales tax. So anytime you buy a coffee, you already get charge tax, right? So we get county sales tax, we get state county tax, and we get federal consumption tax, okay? So anytime you buy something, you get taxed, sales tax. Okay, what you would basically do is you get rid of all the other taxes and you would just increase the sale tax to whatever you needed, whatever percentage to pay for the government. Whether that be, I don't know, 30% sales tax or something. Okay, and it's nice because rich people spend more money anyway on goods and services typically. Okay, me or you aren't going to buy a yacht at this time. Okay, so they'll be paying more tax because they're buying more stuff basically. And it rewards savers, right? Because if you're saving money, you're not spending so much money on useless crap, and it's actually using taxes to incentivize saving, basically, and not buying so much stuff, okay? Because having a consumeristic society is not necessarily the best, and it's my belief that taxes can be used to basically encourage certain behavior and discourage other behavior, right? And if it's a higher tax to buy stuff, you're discouraging consumer type behavior and you're encouraging saving, okay? And like I said, it's also somewhat of a scale tax because rich people tend to buy more things, okay? Not like the total number of things. I mean, they spend more money in general, right? And so sales tax is just a percentage of that. So it's, it's more money overall, okay? And it would greatly simplify the tax system, right? Imagine you didn't have to keep track of your income. You didn't have to do any of that stuff. You didn't have to pay capital gains. You didn't have to do all this crazy stuff, okay? You didn't have to go through 5,000 pages of IRS code and have a lawyer explain it to you and try not to get sued by the IRS and do all this crazy shit, right? Imagine it was just a sales tax, and you just knew that whenever you bought something at a store or something, that was your tax. Okay, there'd be no paperwork or anything. It'd all be very, very streamlined. Okay, but his tax bill does lower the corporate tax, which is a good thing. Our corporate tax is the highest in the world. Maybe the young people think that we shouldn't, lower they think corporations are evil, or that we shouldn't lower the corporate tax. But the truth is that corporations are businesses, right? And so our business tax is the highest in the world. And it puts it at a discompetitive advantage, okay? And I think he's having it. I think that the bill says that they're going to lower it from 30% to 15%, okay? But it's important for you guys to realize this tax bill does not matter that much overall. We're still $20 trillion in debt. There's nothing Trump can do about that. And it's still the breakdown of the old system, no matter what Trump does. So Trump's legacy, you guys have to realize, Trump's legacy will not be some tax bill. Trump's legacy will be how he manages basically the partial collapse of the American system, okay? All right, Facebook admits bad for you. That's just, talking about social media. Facebook does censor stuff. I use Facebook personally, but once a good blockchain solution comes out, I encourage you to look at a social media like blockchain solution. Like if you want to check out steemit.com, steemit.com is excellent. All right, let's see if we have any. Yes, that is true, Rachel Quinn. At least the tax bill does get rid of insurance individual mandate. That is true. Okay, so that's basically she's referring to Obamacare. Okay, EU Bitcoin clampdown. Now this is the first time I've seen Bitcoin in Drudge Report. Let's check it out here. This is interesting. Okay, yeah. So the EU is clamping on Bitcoin. The reason why the EU and all these countries are clamping on Bitcoin is because Bitcoin is going to keep going, you guys. Bitcoin is very anti-fragile, and it's going to keep going, and Bitcoin will eventually continue. I think it will take over all the paper markets. Cryptocurrencies will basically destroy fiat currency. I've talked about this in previous videos. And so, of course, the EU wants to control Bitcoin, even though they can't. And it's really, really awesome that they're trying to. And it's a beautiful thing, you guys. This is going to be a crazy, crazy year. I hope you guys are ready. All right, let's go over to the Donald. Many people on the internet actually hate the Donald. I love the Donald. Okay. I think it's fantastic. Okay, just talking about the S&P 500 and NASDAQ closing at record highs. Just more stuff, about Hillary Clinton, how she's linked to all sorts of stuff and things like that. All right. So what I really wanted to mostly share with you guys on this video was that, so many of you know, me and Lewis put people on nutritional balancing programs. That is our passion. More. I know I talk a lot about cryptocurrencies, but I actually nutritional balancing is my true passion. Healing people, teaching people these advanced sciences, and helping people achieve higher frequency through these programs. Okay, that's my true passion. Cryptocurrencies are just a way for me to make money, a way for me to help you make money, and I think they're very, very important right now. So I talk about them a lot because this is never going to happen again. And I know it's important to get the word out and to help people with these cryptocurrencies because it's something you need to learn because it's the new form of money, I truly believe. Okay. But anyways, me and Lewis, as you know, we put people in nutritional balancing programs. And recently, because of my videos, I've been doing cryptocurrency investing consultations, okay? So those have been good. I've been doing several of them. I have many happy clients that basically I just try to approach it. Both teaching people and then during the consultations that I do with people during investing, I just really try to get them to understand security and try to set up an investing plan for them, basically, because each person is different. For some people, investing in cryptocurrency, it should only be a small portion of your portfolio. More people are more, they're more they like more tangible things. Okay, they're more old school in some ways or something like that, and they want to buy more silver. Okay, so I think buying silver right now is a great call, or buying certain stocks, stuff like that. But mostly, it's cryptocurrency investing is what takes place during these consultations. And then, like I said, getting to know what the people's sort of investing goals are and things like that. Teaching them the basics, security. Security is so important to cryptocurrencies. Showing them how to use exchanges and stuff like that. How to set up a Coinbase account. How to use Ether Delta to buy these tokens and stuff like that. Going over why I like the certain coins that I do. How to set up a crypto portfolio. How to store it securely and everything like that. So I've been very busy with that as well. That's been going very well. And you guys, I am by no means a crypto expert, but I am quite good with money. I do believe money is a talent of mine. Okay. We all have certain talents. I understand markets pretty well. Okay, I studied Austrian economics for I was pretty passionate about that for a while, and I understand a lot about money and markets. Okay. So this is a way for me to give back, and I think it's helped a lot of people so far. And I'm passionate about it too because not only to make people money to help them achieve financial security and stuff like that, but also I think it's very important. To be honest, guys, I think owning no cryptocurrencies right now is a risk. Okay, there is a good chance that hyper Bitcoinization of the whole financial system will continue. Because Bitcoin, the protocol it's proven itself to be basically bulletproof. They can't stop it. It's sound money, in my opinion, and it's just going to keep eating the paper markets more and more and more. And the whole cryptocurrency sphere is. And people say it's a bubble. It's not anywhere close to a bubble, you guys. It's not a bubble in relation to the 90s tech stock boom. It's not a bubble compared to how much debt and paper money. Okay, there's a saying, good money pushes out bad. That's not even a saying, it's actually economic truth. Okay, it's that's an Austrian economic, I don't know who wrote that, but it was an economist, basically. And that's an economic truth, and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are better money than paper money because they're decentralized, they're better stores of value because they're deflationary in nature, they're more private, things like that. And I don't think this is going to stop because good money drives out bad. And the real bubble is these paper markets, okay? And Bitcoin, if you look at the chart of Bitcoin, it actually mostly it represents most closely a virus. And I think that it's just going to keep going and going. And people think it's a bubble, but people don't actually understand that this is the new money system. And the new money system's not going to stop growing until it consumes, and the whole old system is basically gone. And I think this is escalating. It looks to me like it's escalating. I know the stock market goes up a lot. People don't realize how much the dollar is down. You haven't made that much money in stocks at all this year because your dollar is down. And they hide that in the news. And so in the news, even though I'm a Trump supporter, I understand this. That, they trot out the S&P new highs because of Trump. That's Trump's team. Of course, Trump is going to release things like that because he wants to sway the public that he's doing a good job, which he is. But he cannot stop what is happening. Trump cannot stop the paper markets getting swallowed alive by the cryptocurrency markets. No one can stop it. This is bigger than us. This is part of a change on Earth, I believe. And so going back to the investing side, I think that not holding any cryptocurrencies is a risk at this time, because there's a chance that this will be the new money, and then you'll miss out on the fantastic gains, basically, the percentage moves. Because at some point in the future, I just believe Bitcoin will be money, right? I believe that 5 years from now, Bitcoin will have reached a point where it doesn't fluctuate nearly the level it is right now. Bitcoin will be near $1 to $10 million in today's terms, I believe, 5 years from now. Bitcoin will be worth at least $10 million. And, maybe closer to 1 million, maybe. But I think 1 to 10 million. in 5 years, and that could be an underestimation. It could be 100 million. Okay, but at that point, Bitcoin will just be money. It won't appreciate like it is now. It won't fluctuate nearly as much. It'll just be, things will be priced in Bitcoin, and I think there's a very, very good chance that happens. And so I think it's a risk not owning any. Okay, and if it would have died, it would have died. You know, every day that passes, Bitcoin just proves itself more and more. Okay, you know, Bitcoin's been around for 8 years. So people say it's a bubble, but also, you know, it goes through crashes, it consolidates, it finds its true level. And I think Bitcoin's going to keep just going, you guys, and the whole cryptocurrency sector in general. And so also I wanted to share with you guys that I'm having a private group. So I charge $100 an hour for the consulting, and that's a one-on-one consulting where I actually do a video call. We talk to each other face to face. I then record the video so you have a permanent record of your investing video, and if you ever want to look back at what we talked about, because I can also share my screen and I can show you guys how to use exchanges and stuff like that, which I do with people. But this, I wanted to have a cheaper option for people that just wanted to get like my latest strategies and stuff like that, had more simple questions, and they didn't want to pay the full fee to actually have an hour of my time. Okay, and so I made it basically just a Facebook, a private Facebook group. Okay, it'll be $15 a month, which I think is very reasonable. With how much money people are making in this space, I think $15 a month is very reasonable. And so yeah, if you want to know about this, email me, luke@deephealingspace.com. You can shoot me an email, and I can send you a link to this page and talk about you know, what I offer and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, hopefully we'll get a pretty good little private group going. People will be there'll be admins to answer people's questions, and you know, people will be, you know, you guys will be helping each other out too. It'll be cool. I think it'll be cool. And then also, you know, have the individual you know, consultations that people can do. Need some water. Anyways, that's it for the video, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep safe out there. Be very safe with your cryptocurrency holdings. You know, it's maybe not such a good idea to tell people how much you've made and things like that. You know, practice good security and how you store your coins and things like that. Always, all times. Use a hardware wallet. You know, be safe. And you know, physical silver is still good at this time. Silver is very, very underpriced, and so physical silver is in your own possession. It's never a bad idea, and it's never a bad idea to take profits into silver. Okay, so hope that helps you guys out. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and shoot me an email if you're interested in any of this kind of stuff. All right, peace.